Hello, I'm Johnny and welcome back to my channel. So I just thought I'd show you my progress so far of my piece for the collaboration Inspired by You, also known as me. I decided to go along with that idea with the rocking horse. I can't film any of the progress because I've still got a gammy arm, and it's difficult for me to do anything whilst filming. I've got to hold the things close to my body because I can't really extend my arm while I'm doing stuff. So this was the rocking horse. I've sanded it down. I thought it was all one piece, carved in one piece, but isn't it several pieces of wood glued together to form the horse? So I've just drilled a hole in the top of it for my sculpture to go into it. I took all that horrible hair out the tail, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I'm still undecided how to finish this horse. I'll just show you the frame. Still a bit tacky. I ran into problems with the frame. It broke because it's just like flimsy. So I sanded this down, repaired it and painted it black. It's still, I've had to put the third coat on it. Oh, I've got black on my hands. Sick of washing black paint off me. I went with the big feet, sculpted the shoes. I've just put the first coat of paint on it. I won't be keeping them black, probably red, yellow, something like that. And this is the sculpture of me. Do I need to go in a bit more? I think it does look a bit like me, not the ears like, but I used pan pastels for the first time. Never used that before on clay, and it was difficult, but I really enjoyed it, and I think the face colours are alright. Try to get some shading and stuff in. Still got to add the hair and his body. I'm putting him here, putting me here, like so. But I've got to figure out how to connect the lower legs so they don't sort of hit the rocking motion of the frame. So I'm going to figure that out now. And then I'll get back to you with my next steps. So now I'm attaching the limbs onto the arms, the hands onto the arms. What I've been starting to do lately is just use that's the gun, the glue gun. Just put a little dollop of glue to keep this into position. Be very careful because I manipulate the glue with my fingers and it's very hot. Just to show, just so it stays in place, so I can wrap the wire, because it's very difficult if you don't do that. And I don't know why I haven't done that in the past. So what I'm doing now, I've got some of this, it's batten, quilt batten. It's too thick, well not too thick, but it's much thicker than what I normally use. But I've cut it into these thin strips, and I'll be wrapping it round the wire. I normally use what do you call it, tin foil and masking tape, and wrap it round the wire to bulk the body up a bit. But because it's so small, I'm just gonna do it with this. I just wrap it round the wire, glue it on itself with a glue gun to bulk up the body before I start messing around with the clothes. Well, that was a job and a half. I burnt myself several times. and it's a bit skew with, but I've done it so that I can't show you, I don't think. The top of the body turns a bit, so it's not fixed. So this is the stage I'm up to now. I've stitched a tight stretchy fabric to the body covering the batten, and then I went over it. I'm going to make myself a t-shirt, and I really like colour, this stretchy fabric. It's really nice but difficult to sew, so I've sewn that onto the arms, and now I'm trying to design a pair of bell-bottom flares. And this is not the fabric I'm going to use. I think I'll be using this felt. It doesn't fray, so... And I'm going to have to stitch them straight onto the body because they won't go over the shoes. So... it's a bit difficult. So I'll get back to you when my progresses. Would you believe what's happened to me glue? I had a full tube of Fabri-Tac. Just went to get it out from my little cubby hole, and Ziggy must have been lurking in there because it's nearly empty now, and I found this. So it looks like he's knocked it over and it's leaked out, and it's made this weird alien blob thing with loads of bubbles in it. So I'll have to order some more from Amazon. I'm going to attempt to put some hair on here. I just can't figure out how to do it. But let's see how we go. Oh my god, how funny is that? Well, I tried with a tacky glue and it was just no good because, well, when I used it, when I was putting the wool roving on, or whatever this is called, it was just coming off on my fingers and on my glue stick. So I'm trying with this PVA tacky glue. Maybe I'll have a better job. But I think I haven't thinned it out so much and it's all chunky. But I have got thick hair and messy hair, so that suits me fine. Well, I've run out of blue roving wool, so I've had to use green and some red, and I'll be using purple and God knows what. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. But maybe when I give it a trim, when it's all finished, it'll look fabulous. Don't know, like. Right, and this is what I decided to do with the horse. What I was going to do is I sanded all the paint off and then repainted it white, and I was going to flock it with tiny little strands of mohair. Oh, I thought the washing machine had stopped. Just a second. Put it on pause. Yes, I was going to use tiny little strands of mohair and glue it all over the horse so it was like flocked. But that would be very time consuming and boring, and I'm out to have fun, so skip that. So what I decided to do was paint it with this, what colour is it? It's a metallic green. My favourite colour is green, so I painted it in that, 3 coats. I might stipple over it with another colour, I'm not sure yet. And I've painted the hooves metallic gold. Where else? Oh yes, and I'm about to make it the tail. So what I've just done is cut some lengths of wool and wrapped it around this wooden thing, and then separated the wool. I'll be getting one of those cat comb things. Well, I don't use it for Ziggy. And combing the hair with it until it comes to, it's very fine and a nice sheen. And then I'll be cutting it off here and wrapping it with, I think, sellotape or some paper tape. And then I've already made a hole there and just gluing it in for the horse's tail. I think I'll do something similar for the mane, but I'm not sure how I'm going to fix it yet. But I've got lots of other details to put on the horse yet. I've finished the art doll of myself. I'll show you that in the next bit. Well, I just can't believe this. So, like I said, I put this on here, separated the threads, and then used the cat brushes to comb it. Well, I watched several tutorials on this, and they just don't show you how much waste there is to it. They just show you brushing it, and then the end result. Well, my end result looks a bit bare. And this is, they don't show you how much waste there is. Look at all that. So I brushed it a few times, and then there's all this waste that came out. Well, I'm not going to waste it. I wonder if I could needle felt it, or I'll make some use of it, because I'm not going to waste that. So I wonder if it'll still go. If I twist it a bit, it might be enough for the horse's tail. I just can't believe all that waste. I'll have to search through and see if there's a one where it shows you them actually combing it, like I did, or brushing it wherever. So, this is what I was missing out on, a hair straightener. As I showed in the last clip, I made the horse's tail, but I never followed the instructions properly. I only done the cut the strands about 7 inches long, and then when you brush it out, it goes half the size. But I didn't really expect all that waste, which is unfortunate. So I don't know if that tail will be. I've just put some tape around it. The hole's not very big, so I'm gonna have to make the hole larger to put the horse's tail in, but yeah, I think that's a fair size for a horse's tail. I mean, I will brush it out a bit softly. Yeah, no, I think that should be fine for the horse's tail. Yeah, and I mean, it's multicolored, quite nice. I think I'd like my hair colour like that. Yes, so I just use the hair straightener. It's very nice as well. I've never used a hair straightener before, and it was pretty cheap. So, and I don't know, there's no name on it or anything, but anyway, I'll go on my shop and put the links down below. My shop. I'll go on my Amazon and put the links down below if you're interested in this. It's rose gold, very nice. Yeah, so I don't know if I should do that again, because it looks a bit bare there. Or not, I don't know. So this is the stage I'm on to. Done some more of this wool hair stuff, and I've put it on the horse for the mane. That glue will disappear, but it's still a bit patchy, so I'll have to wait till it dries and then fill in the patches. Done the tail and glued it in position. I mean, it's a nice effect after you brush it all out and put the, what is it, the hot iron, the hair iron, the hair straightener on it, yes. But I'm not pleased with this. I mean, look at all to do this mane and the tail, and then I've got all this waste. So I just hope that, I mean, if I can't use it for needle felting, I'll use it for stuffing an art doll. Yes, so I'm gonna pack it in now and have a break because my arm is killing me. Well, this is the finished piece for my for my dripping tap. So this is my finished piece for the collaboration, inspired by you, aka me. Right, I suppose I better explain it. Right, I'll just get him off. So this is me. As you can see, this is the first time I've put hair on an art doll like this. It's all scraggy and messy. I was going to tidy it up with an eyebrow razor, but I thought, in life my hair is messy. It hardly ever sees a comb. So, look, he's doing the same thing I do when I do a video of myself looking at the camera. I always seem to be staring away, not directly at. Right then, so I've just done this with my hand. I think that is, if it's not, that's ridiculous, but I think there is a love sign, isn't it? Peace and love and happiness to everyone. So I haven't bothered putting my glasses on. Oh, you never guess what I done the other day. Sat on them, squashed them flat, my Kylie Minogue glasses. So I've tried to repair them and they're all wonky. Anyway, never mind. So I haven't put any glasses on. I've done that in my sketch. I've put big bushy eyebrows because that's what I have got. And I sculpted a paintbrush, put in his hand, but while I was painting his nails, the tip snapped off, which was fortunate in a way, because I put some, is it wool roving? I put some wool roving in, so that looks more realistic to a paintbrush. A really scraggly paintbrush. I put black nail polish on because I like wearing the black nail polish when I put the fake nails on. This top here, when I first started making my own clothes years ago when I was a youngster, I didn't have a clue how to read patterns or anything, so I just done my own pattern. And as you can see at the back, this is how my original top turned out. It was like patchwork, all pieced together. So what I did wear it when I went on a night out, but I always made sure I had a coat on, so no one would see the back of it. What else about me is there? Oh, the flares. Love wearing flares. Not that I have done for a while. If you can see a little metal bit at the bottom, it's nothing rude. It's just so he can sit comfortably on the horse. I've done the shoes, painted them black, and then I went over with some red metallic paint and wiped it off. So it's got like a scuffed effect. But I do love unusual shoes. I've got loads of pairs of shoes. What else? I put more detail on the illustration that I did. I never bothered adding Maggie to the horse. There was just no room. My favourite colour is green, as you can see. This is the rocking horse that I did over. Come on, move out the way, you. I painted it green because I love the colour green, and also it signifies nature. I was going to add some wings to the horse to show that I love fantasy, but there was no room to put them. It was going to be too fussy. So I've put these hands on because who wouldn't love some spare hands, especially if you're a crafty person. And I've put some along the mane. Forget-me-not flowers because I am a really forgetful person. When I come to putting this back together, I mean, it does rock like it did when I got it out the second-hand shop. But because when I painted them, it doesn't fit. I mean, it is stuck now. It's stuck right onto it. But I couldn't get it. I don't know if you can see at the front there. I couldn't get it to fit perfectly, but who wants perfection? Oh, and I put these really weird eyes on. I was going to add some eyelashes, but I thought that would be a bit too extreme. But I mean, it looks alright when you're looking at the eye like that, but when you turn it round, it looks a bit like a frog. Yes. am pleased with this wool. Even there was so much waste, I do like the effect. It is like real hair. I was going to trim the hair off a bit so it was shorter, but I quite like this just hanging down like that. I think it looks quite good. So let's see if he'll fit back on. This is only the second time I'm trying to put him back on. Come on. See, when I was doing the armature, the wire was long, and I never thought about when I added all the claws and things. So learn by my mistake, and just keep a long length of wire if you want to attach it to anything. And then remember that you're going to add claws to it. So, yes, that's him. I'm really pleased with him. I wanted him, me, to have a comical look, and I think I've done that with the arms, like big long spaghetti arms, and the face. Funny as. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? When I was adding the pastel and that to the face, I never cleaned his eyes. Of course, they're supposed to be blue, but they just look cloudy because the pastel's on. Yes, so yeah, I really did enjoy designing drawing the illustration, the whole thing, because with me arm I wasn't able to be creative for a number of weeks, and when my arm started getting better I started on this, and I've finished it. I think I'm a month ahead. I think we've got to finish it by the end of May, but I've got so many other things in the pipeline, so I want to get cracking onto them. So next, oh, also, yes, I'll just show you this. I was going to put Maggie the bed on the top, but there was no room for that. As I say, it was all cluttery. And add Ziggy like I did in the illustration. I was going to put, make it out of clay Ziggy, and sit him on the back of the horse in the box. But my friend Tori sent me this. She sent me some goodies, and in the box was this. And it's a little Ziggy in a box. So I was going to make this up and just sit him down here. Oh, I don't think there's any room for that on the horse. Just sit him down here. But after doing that, I'm tired, and I just cannot figure out for the life of me how to put it together. I mean, there's instructions there. So it looks simple, doesn't it? But I can't figure it out. So little Ziggy, I'll have to ask Andrew, see if he can sort it. So now, to keep this away from Ziggy, I'll have to store him in my glass cabinet, but I don't think he'll be able to. I think the shelf is too low. Yeah, so I'll have to do it separately. Anyway, that's it. Oh, look, I've been blabbering on for 8 minutes. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Did I moan on it? I think I might have moaned on it. If I moan too much, I think I'll cut all that bit out, because nobody wants to hear moaning, do they? Anyway, I'll leave everybody's details down below who's took part in the collaboration, and I just can't wait to see what they've came up with. So, is there anything else I've got to say? Probably my mind's terrible. See, forget me nuts. So, Johnny signing out. See you, bye.